a special edition of the Firehouse, the Mile High Firehouse Country Show. And today we are joined by a tremendous guest, and I'm very honored to have her on my show, Miss Savannah Ray. How you doing,
Hi.
Savannah?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great, thank you very much. Like I said, it's an honor to have you on my show today,
Thank you.
and
Thank you so much for having me.
you're quite welcome. And thank you to Paula for reaching out to us
Yes.
here at Military Broadcast Radio. And anyway, so a little bit about yourself. I know, like, I've been listening to all your songs and watching all your videos on YouTube,
Thank you.
and I read your bio that Paula sent me, and it was great. I mean, you know a lot of people, and just how'd you start? What like how old were you when you got started?
Yeah, so I started around when I was 12. I'm 23 now, so it's been, more than a decade now of me doing this little crazy thing called music. But I probably give kind of just my jump start into this whole industry to my parents. They kind of introduced me to just music of all kinds at such a young age, from rock to pop to just 17th century lute music. They pretty much gave it all to me. And so I kind of give that to them. They started taking me to concerts when I was 10 and 11, and I specifically remember going to an Evanescence concert. And the lead singer of Evanescence, her name is Amy Lee. She's incredible vocalist. And I remember turning to my mom and saying, that's what I want to do. I want to be just like her. And thankfully, my parents took me very seriously when I said that. And they enrolled me into guitar lessons and vocal lessons. And the rest was kind of history. I fell in love with music. And then I think I had my first performance at a place called Sam's Burger Joint in San Antonio, where I'm from. And at 12 years old, that was it for me. I got on stage and I was like, yep, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And here we are now.
That's awesome.
Thank
I
you.
I noticed like when you get your number one song out there, and where do you want to go after that? What would be your goals for you, and like what venues do you want to accomplish?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of different goals for myself. I actually created like a whole like mood board specifically for this year, but even, farther off into next year and the year after that is that, like I said, I'm from San Antonio. I'm from a little town right outside called Bernie. And so there's certain places in Texas that are pretty just famous. And they're famous, across the United States as well. Places like Floor's Country Store, Green Hall, Billy Bob's, those kind of places that I'm just, dying to play as a Texas born and raised gal. That I would just, that's a dream of mine always, to play the places that I grew up going to, like the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. I want to play the main stage there. I've played some of the other stages at, the Stock Show and Rodeo, but I want to play, the main stage and do it right after the rodeo, typical Texas country girl things. But, and of course play places like the Ryman and the Opry are on my bucket list. Red Rocks is an incredible place as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of different venues across the states that I would love to be able to play. That, like I said, I grew up going to concerts. I grew up in going to a lot of these different venues. And so to be able to see myself up on that stage, whether that's this year, next year, the year after that, I don't really know. Can't tell the future. Hopefully soon. But yeah, just some places like that. I'm really hoping to do some cool stuff like that.
Excellent. And if you come to Red Rocks here in Colorado, please definitely reach out to us and let us know. And hopefully, we'll be able to keep in touch now and have you on my show more than once to promote everything that you're doing. Um,
Thanks.
being coming summertime, do you have any shows right now that is coming up in the near future?
Yeah, I'm playing the VFW in Port Aransas on the 26th, Port Aransas, Texas. I'm playing a little hometown show at this place called Fitzgerald's in San Antonio. But one of the main ones that I'm really looking forward to is a Country Fest with Jason Aldean that'll be in Wisconsin on the 25th of June. Which I'm pumped for. I'm gonna be playing this really cool music conference actually on the 1st of June that just kind of got confirmed the other day. It's called NAM. It's the biggest music conference in the world, and so to be able to play, on such a prestigious stage, that'll be on the first. I'm very excited. And then I'm just kind of going in a blow-in, honestly. We've been
Right.
going so much lately. I was talking to my mom that I've been home 2 days in the past 2.5 months, which
Oh
is just
wow.
crazy. We've been all over the place, me and my band, and just playing as much as we can, getting out there as much as we possibly can. So looking forward to a lot of shows this summer for sure.
Awesome. Great. Glad to hear that you're getting out there. And I noticed on your bio that you did work with like Blake Shelton, Jason Aldean. How was that? I mean, you're 23 years old, and to be able to have a time in your life like that, I mean, that's a goal for a lot of people that don't get there. And for 23 years old, that's phenomenal. And
Thank you.
I mean, that's awesome. How was that experience for you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's really good, especially in this industry, to have people to look up to. Because I am, while I have been doing this for technically 10 years, I've, you know, it's good to have people that have been doing it for, three times that, and so it's good to see what they do, what they did, how many bars, how many just like hole in the wall places they played. And now look at them, they're selling out arenas, they're selling out stadiums. And so it's awesome to be able to work with that caliber of an artist. I respect them as artists as well. And just musically too, like I love Jason Aldean. He's one of my favorites. I think musically, I'm very, very similar to that kind of country rock style that he's doing as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's always good to, look up to people like that.
Okay. Now, you reached out to us because you made a song just recently, and it's called Little Soldier.
Yes.
And do you have military background, or what brought you to make this song, to write this song and promote it?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I can remember, so many family members have been in the military. Probably the most uh I don't know, predominant one that I can think of in my mind is actually my cousin fought at the Alamo. That's one of my favorite stories to say. He was part of the Immortal 13. He's actually on the cenotaph in front of the Alamo and stuff. This is really, really cool. So my military history goes way back, to say the least. But this song, Little Soldier, is just an incredible, incredible song, and just it's a tearjerker. Not gonna lie, it's a bit of a tearjerker.
I have to admit, when Paula sent me it, she's like, the video's not done yet. And I'm like, okay. So I listened to the words and I wrote her back and I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm in tears right now. I mean, it's a great song.
Yeah, I mean, I formally apologize to anybody who has shed a few tears over the song. I mean, same, me too. I get it. I had to sing it in the studio too. I was like struggling to get through it, but yeah, I mean, it's a really, really good song, and I think it's such an interesting perspective to from the boy who's going off, his perspective, but also the perspective of the mom, who is just kind of reflects the people back home and what they go through while their loved ones are away as well. So I mean, it's a really special song, and to be able to put out something like that, I've wanted to put out a military song for a long time, but it had to be the right one. It had to have the right message behind it, and I think this one was just, at least for me, it was hit the nail on the head.
Right. Well, with your permission, I'm going to start playing all your songs on my shows.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
And as you know, military MBR, where I'm at right this second, we are a military broadcast radio station and we give veterans a voice. And I'm the country show because, there's people that they hear country but I was born and raised on country myself.
Mhm.
So your music to me is awesome. And like
Thank
I said, I've listened to all your songs. How hard is it? One more question, real quick. How
you. Yeah, of
hard is
course.
it to sit down and write songs? Is it from the heart? Is it personal when it comes to writing?
Mhm.
How do you come about writing your songs?
It really depends. Each song is very, very different. Sometimes I'll start with lyrics first. Just something will pop into my head and I'm like, "Oh, that's a good title. Write that down." And then sometimes, some melodies will come into my head. I'm a big melody person, so I'll just start humming along to something and I'm like, "Oh, that's good." And I'll use my voice app, my little notes thing over here and I'm like, I'll hum it into the thing and I'll listen to it like 3 days later. I'm like, what was I thinking? But otherwise, that is stuff like that. Sometimes I will, especially nowadays, because I've been so busy and just kind of like on the road. I've had to dedicate time to be like, okay, you need to sit down and actually see if you can hammer some stuff out and kind of like not force myself but allocate some time throughout the day and be like, okay, you're taking an hour, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna do this. And sometimes I'll just play some chords on the guitar that I like and I'm like, okay, these are sounding good, and then I'll kind of hum some stuff over the top, and that's pretty much how I get going. Other times, I have some really, really great producers. I work with some amazing people. They know what I like. They know what my sound is, and they'll sometimes send me some rough scratches or demos of either of their creation or somebody else has created it in Nashville. It's a writer's town, and so they'll send it to me, and be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" I'll go, "Yay or nay," and we'll go from there. So every single song is different, but I think that that's kind of the beauty of it because nothing will ever be the same as far as like how things are getting created, at least from me. I don't know. So it's really, really awesome. And then also I co-write with a lot of people. And I think I always think that like two minds are better than one, three minds are better than one, because I can write all day every day. But I always think it's fun to get some different perspectives in there. So I write with a lot of people as well.
Excellent, excellent. I'm glad to hear that. And just this is going to be your time to shine. And in case or asked you a question, you want to elaborate more on that question, or maybe I didn't ask a question that you wanted to be asked. This is your time to shine. Give us your social medias if you would like to share those, and
Mhm.
just promote yourself for the next couple minutes.
Sure. I mean, yeah, my latest single just released, Little Soldier. It released about, I think, 4 days ago. It's already up to, I think, 15,000 streams on Spotify, which is awesome. So they're just, whoever's listening, y'all are killing it. Thank y'all so much. But I hope the message, is well received. I hope people like the song. That's all, I can really hope for as an artist. Hope somebody connects to it. I'm sorry if y'all cry. Me too, right there with you. I got to sing it all the time. So, right there with you. But thank you to any, past and present military. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing literally right now. So, thank you so much for your sacrifices and allowing us our freedoms. So, shout out to all past and present military. And then if you want to follow me on any social media, the Savannah Ray is my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you use, and thesavannahray.com is my website. I try to make it easy for y'all. The Savannah Ray all across the board. And the music video for Little Soldier will be coming out very, very soon. I'm very excited to get a visual out there too for the song because it's such a powerful song. So we wanted to create a really good storyline kind of video. So hopefully y'all like that too. I'm very excited to get it out there.
And I didn't mean to walk away from camera. It was kind of rude. I just wanted to see if we could pull up Little Soldier's song so we could play it on the way out.
Okay.
But at the last minute, it's kind of hard to do. So,
Yeah.
anyways, everybody, he's going to try, he said. But it's like I said, Savannah, it's been a great honor, and I hope to have you back soon. And I
Yeah.
apologize for the inconvenience at the beginning, but it wasn't too bad.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
And yes, definitely, please keep in touch. I'm going to be playing your songs,
Thank
all of
you.
your songs on my on my shows,
Oh,
and
thank you.
and I'm going to your Paula. She said that she's going to send me the video as soon as it's released, so I could promote that for you as well.
Thank you.
Um, if anything comes up and you want to promote, please reach out to me. You have my number. Save it. Email me, text me, call me anytime you want. I will help you do everything, help you promote, have you on my show for everything that's new that comes out for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for having me on and listening to my ramblings about Little Soldier. I really appreciate it.
No, like I said, everybody, please, please get on YouTube and everywhere else that it is, the song is on, and have a box of Kleenexes with you. But it is a tremendous song.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Savannah Ray here on the Mile High Firehouse Country Show. Thank you again, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
Yes, yes, definitely. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Good luck with everything.
Okay, Bobby, if you want to say anything, you can. You still have a lot of people watching.
Oh, okay, everybody, thank you for joining us. That was like in honor of my life right there. That was the mile high of the Firehouse show since I've started what, a year ago, Joel.
The techie guy isn't supposed to talk because he doesn't have the pipes. So, but yeah, you're doing great things, man. You came here for a hope, and you've been empowered, and good things are happening, and you see it there. Okay.
Yes. But anyways, everybody, it will be after I get it downloaded and recorded. I will be playing the interview again live on MB Radio on my next show, and also it was supposed to be on Full Moon Radio today as well, but unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, that did not happen. So I will be playing that on my next show on Full Moon Radio. But until the next time, my friends, I hope you enjoyed Savannah Ray. Please check out her music. Phenomenal. Have a great night, everybody.